Peace be with you. My name is Karen David, and I'm the Parish Business Manager here at St. Francis Cabrini. I'm taking the opportunity of our weekly message to invite you on a video tour of the progress that's been made with our campus renovations. As we planned the renovations and had discussions with the engineers, we had hoped to provide a drop-off area closer to the church. However, due to the configuration of the church and in keeping with state and township regulations and codes, we weren't able to develop a feasible plan that provided access any closer to the entrance than the existing drop-off area at the main walkway of the church on Southway Drive. So we decided to work with what we have and make it better. We've improved the drop-off area on Southway Drive, making it wider and handicap accessible. And there will continue to be handicap parking on both Southway Drive and Goebel Court. And this is only one of the many improvements that have been made. We're very excited about these changes and hope you are too. So come on, let's take a tour. We begin in our new parking lot, freshly paved and expanded to include additional parking spaces, including new handicap spaces with a designated walkway to provide a safe path to the church. There are 3 islands to accommodate new landscaping and lighting, and lots of new signage directing which way to enter and which way to exit. Those of you who use the parking lot would be familiar with the 2 narrow walkways that led from the parking lot to the street. You had to walk single file until you reached Goebel Court, and then you crossed the street and walked along the sidewalk a bit to meet up with another walkway that led to the church. Well, those 2 narrow walkways are gone and have been replaced with one 10-foot wide walkway that provides a straight path directly to the church. This new walkway will provide room for a family to walk side by side as they journey toward the church. As you'll see as we get further ahead, both sides of this walkway will be landscaped and lined with magnolia trees, which they've started planting today. All of the walkways around the church have been replaced. The improvements have made the walkways handicap accessible, and crossways are clearly marked. As we cross over Goebel Court, there used to be a statue on the right side, right where that piece of machinery is. You probably wondered who that statue was. Well, the statue is of Pope Leo XIII, who in 1889 sent St. Francis Cabrini and her companion, Missionary Sisters of the Sacred Heart of Jesus, from Italy to New York to work with the Italian immigrants. At that time, New York was a city filled with chaos and poverty, and against tremendous odds, St. Francis Cabrini organized catechism and education classes for the Italian immigrants and provided for the needs of many orphans. The statue of Pope Leo will be moving across the street to the parking lot side. We're moving through my favorite new addition, the Gathering Circle, but we'll talk more about that later. Here we can see the landscapers who are planting the magnolia trees today. Magnolia trees were chosen to line the walkways because they're beautiful trees that grow quickly and have fragrant flowers that bloom in early spring. All of the new plantings on the campus were specifically chosen for this project, and most importantly, are deer resistant. As you may know, we have lots of deer on the property, and they like to eat the plants. As we look at the church, you can see that by removing all of the overgrown shrubbery, we can actually see the windows that line the side of the church, and it also allows light to enter, brightening the inside of the church. As we meet up with the main walkway from Southway Drive, there will be a couple of birch trees planted on the main lawn and additional plantings in front of the church as well. The patio area has been expanded, and you can now see the beautiful stone facade of the building. Let's turn around and head back toward the parking lot for another view. The contractors have been a pleasure to work with and are very good at what they do. Workers arrive as soon as the sun comes up in the morning and work hard all day until it gets dark. Everyone has been very friendly and respectful of our needs, accommodating all of our church activities by working quietly or taking breaks during mass times and funerals. As we head back, we're once again approaching the gathering circle. One of the main goals of our parish is always to create a sense of community in everything we do. There has always been a concern that with the doorways of our church at opposite ends of the building, we have groups of parishioners coming and going, and they never cross paths with one another. And in Monsignor McCormack's efforts to meet and greet all of our parishioners after Mass, he would need to split his time between the front walkway and the walkway from the Blessed Mother door in his attempt to see as many people as possible. So this renovation was the perfect opportunity to change that and create a better sense of community. All the new walkways now pass through the gathering circle, bringing all of our parishioners together as they travel to and from church. This is also where we plan to host our monthly hospitality gatherings during the nice weather. So as you pass through the gathering circle, don't forget to say hello to those you meet along the way. The final feature of our tour is the new location for the St. Joseph the Worker Memorial Prayer Garden, which was relocated from the front of the St. Joseph the Worker Church. We're very excited about this part of the project. The base for the St. Joseph statue was completed this week, and as you can see, there's plenty of room for the existing memorial bricks as well as new ones. And as we turn up the walkway, it brings us back to the church. I hope you've enjoyed our tour today. As you can see, a lot of thought and planning went into our renovations, and we look forward to having everything completed in another week or so. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you at the Gathering Circle. God bless you.